And we shared a little bit before we came out, but, he knows this story, but before I moved to St. Louis, my mother had given me a book. I had just gotten out of a 5-year relationship for the most part. Mother had, on and off, given me a book, and it was, I don't know if anybody remembers, but it was like the list was a popular book, really in white circles, and then a black woman wrote it basically for black women, because the differences were there. And I sat down with it, and I realized that my list that I thought, it really wasn't serving me at all. And so I got rid of that list and moved to St. Louis, and we shared on the first day of my job, August 5th, 1998 is the day that we met. We've pretty much been together ever since. So it's that preparing, Ashley, you're absolutely right. Because sometimes, even if it's anti-preparing, you know what I'm saying? Getting rid of what you thought you knew or what you thought was good for you.
I love that you said anti-preparing.
Anti, the opposite, preparing the other way. But to that point, let me ask you about these unhealthy relationships that we're in, and we think, well, this is who I'm supposed to be. We've been together for 4 years. This is who it is. Let me just ignore this toxicity in this relationship. So you talk about it, but how do you break the cycle of these unhealthy relationships just because you think maybe something better isn't coming along for you?
Man, that's the hardest thing, because they always say it's better to deal with the devil you do know than the devil you don't. And we come up with these toxic ideologies that we adopt. And it's like, I don't want to deal with the devil at all. Like, what is that about? But we say, it's better to deal with the devil you know. It's like, I don't want to deal with the devil. Give me an angel. And so the reality is that it's hard because it's conditioning. The trauma, and the psychologists can definitely talk about it, is that what you end up wiring your brain for is to normalize toxicity. And so you get that person also out of a toxic relationship and bring them into a healthy relationship, and then they start malfunctioning, like, do you really love me because you didn't hit me? Do you really love me because you actually showing up? Like, what is this about? Like, it's a crazy unconditioning that has to take place. But the first thing you got to do in order to break free from that is take a moment, stop, and say, what are my core values? A lot of people are dating and stuck in relationships that if they really became truthful and honest with themselves about what they really, truly want, based on core values, they'll go, this ain't what I want. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest with yourself. Say, I want somebody that's trustworthy. Is that person trustworthy? I want somebody that's reliable. This person says they're gonna show up and they never show up. I can't count on them. I want somebody whose yays are yays and no's are no's. This person, I don't know what, I don't know if I want somebody that's intentional about me. There's a difference between attention and intention. See, some people get used to attention. They get used to the guys talking, you fine, you look good, you look at you, you look good, but ain't no guy pursuing you, no guy really trying to pursue you to put a ring on your finger, nobody trying to marry you, but you get all the attention in the world. When you step out, all the guys want you. You got to find out, am I okay with just the attention or do I want intention? But once you make a list of your core values and you date based on that, exactly. Okay. And you make a list of your core values and only date by that, and you got to be able to be okay with being alone. You're not lonely, you just alone until that person comes about and be like, nah, this guy, he on that, he on something else, don't want it. Because your type is going to keep on coming in front of your face, and so you got to be wise enough to be able to say, no, I'm not going, oh, you almost got me, devil. You almost got me again. Not going to do it.
I think that's the fear too, because if we break up, now I'm alone.
Yep.
But you got to be okay with being alone.
Got to be okay with being alone.
Wow, okay. Y'all resonate with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.